So we've been thinking about doing a model train layout. We've been thinking about it for a very, very, very long time, but I feel like we're really close. Our DIY chops are better than they've ever been. I feel like I can go to our shop and make anything, which I feel like is a huge prerequisite for these things. So today we're going to watch some train videos. We're getting some inspiration, some ideas, just to see what's out there, what's even possible with this medium. Yeah, that's beautiful. It looks photorealistic. That's insane. I'm still a super noob, so it's really hard for me to tell what scale these are, which is unfortunate because that's one of the biggest things that I'm thinking about right now. Look at the grass. I'm assuming all of that is handmade. Yo, dude, look at the rock work. It would be really beneficial for me to go and look and see how these are made. I mean, I've seen some videos, right? I know that some people use plywood and wood to create the bones of it, and then they'll drape stuff over it. But it just seems way more complicated than that. Look at the rock structure. Also, do you guys see how tight that curve is down there? I had no idea that they would get that tight.
Well, I've never weighed those cars.
Dude, that silver train is beautiful. Dude, there's even a sewer grate down there. Did you see that? It looks like maybe spray paint was used here. So that's not like rock texture. That looks like actual rocks, like underneath the track itself, like little tiny pebbles. I could be way off, and maybe it is a texture or something.
On the wrong side.
It's just so when we finish, we should change the switches for the next guy coming.
So that he doesn't have to switch them.
Well, it helps, so we avoid.
Yo, look at that bridge. Oh, guys, I'm a bridge guy. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
That's what I've always had to do.
Wow, look at all that foliage, all those trees. I bet it's expensive. I mean, I don't know. Dude, I love it. It's, oh my goodness, look at the wheels, the tire. Dude, that's so cool. Even had a little conductor in there just sitting and hanging out.
I got an issue with that pilot. There's something wrong with the carrier. I think the spring's crooked.
A little caboose. What scale is that? Is that hoe scale?
Country roads. They take their card.
They even have little sound effect modules. You hear that? That's crazy cool.
Okay guys, so today I'm going to give you a tour of my HO scale model railroad layout.
Is that a Kellogg's building? Valley Lumber. So I can tell you without a doubt that this scale is too big. It's awesome, and I bet you could do some really cool things, but I don't have the space. We don't have the space for that.
Photos of buildings.
I mean, look at those trees. That's bonkers. This is
so the helix is
way too
behind
big.
that backdrop there. So if we come,
okay, this is hoe scale, obviously, with a giant title. But this is with a macro lens or something, so it's really hard to tell. I mean, it looks photorealistic, which is just hilarious, which is just crazy, but it's hard to tell of sense of scale. I've seen pictures, right? There's so many pictures that show you the sense of scale differences, but it's not obvious, even with those. That's not even a model, right? That's insane. Oh, there's a bear sign and a baby bear. That's not great. Look at that, dude. Also, there's no train here. I'm just gonna point that out. Oh, yeah, there's some trains. Yo, this is crazy. How do they make the grass like that? Is it just something that you practice and get better at? Do you use pictures as reference? Look at that rock. That looks realistic. That is so cool. Look at that. Little patches of grass and weeds. Yeah, dude, this seems like the right scale for the space that we have. Wow, so much effort is put into making that stuff realistic. Little shrubs, little patches of grass here and there, some dirt, just real life, what it would look like. And that is look at the rusty roof. That is awesome and horrifying. As someone who has little to no experience doing these sort of models and painting. It's really intimidating. Yes. Yes. I'm not even looking at the trains at this point. I'm looking at the thing that gives me the most stress, which is the foliage, just everything, all the little tiny nuances that make it look realistic. That's what I keep hyper focusing on. And it's scary. Look, now this is more at my alley. Look, this is what I feel like it's going to look like. I'm going to guess that this is just like the starting point, right? Like this is just laying out the track layout, then he'll sprinkle up some stuff on top. Is that what you do? Is that how you do this? You make the track layout first and then you build around it, or do you go vice versa?
So that's it basically.
Guys, shooting and hand holding is hard. I'm seasick. This looks like the Addams Family guy layout, like an Addams Family Values. I think it's Values. No, it's not. It's Addams Family Part 1. The movie, there's a whole train scene, and I wonder what scale it is. I should Google that. So he painted the wall, which is awesome. Yo, this is ridiculous. Look at how much detail is in this. You chugging. Below the bridge. Okay. Okay. The water. I have questions. How did he make the water like that? There's even a dam. How? What is water? Is that epoxy? Like colored epoxy? Because that's insane. Mental note, I really want a body of water in there just because it looks so cool. Oh, cool. It goes into a tunnel. Wow. Yeah, clearly you can see that there's different tiers of realism and time. Because I feel like whoever runs this or created this is their life endeavor. Like this is what they do for a living, for their passion, because that is ridiculous. That looks like the Addams Family house. I'll just say it. Oh, look, there's a little graveyard up there. That dude is straight chilling. There's a dog in there. Wow, there's just so much to see. A little Volkswagen Beetle. Oh man, it just occurred to me, like you have to be appropriate to a time period, right? So this is obviously a simpler time, but you can't be mixing up eras, because I'd imagine that would be really weird. I didn't even think about that. What era would we do if we do this? Do they make future era ones? Can I do like the year 50,000? It's all dystopian. Like, can I do a Mad Max era? Because I would totally do that. And that's another thing, like what kind of trains would I use? What's CV? Why are they all CV? That's so cool. There's a central station, lots of grass, lots of foliage. That is a homeless person getting some warmth because it's cold outside. That is awesome. I want homeless people in mine. Realism, hashtag. I saw two kids playing. What did they use for road, for concrete? Is that just painted gray, like solid? Because man, that is incredibly efficient. Whoa. Okay, water. Yeah, that looks like epoxy. Maybe tinted or painted after the fact, but that's definitely epoxy, it looks like. The water, I mean. Dude. That is crazy. How much of that stuff is manufactured? How much of that stuff is bought? Like, if I went to like, modeltrains.com or whatever, where does the DIY begin and the actual model that you bought end? Because look at, I see these guys right here. These guys right here. Those are obviously bought. I don't think he'd make those. There's another one here. There's fences, definitely bought, right? But I'd say the landscape is probably DIY. What about this? Is that whole structure bought? The brick on top of the water tower, did he create that? There's so many questions. And also, how much does this stuff cost? That's a horrifying question.
Hey everybody.
Oh, dude, I have to go because I have a doctor's appointment in like 10 minutes ago. But do you see this perimeter? Like, that's kind of what we're wanting to do.
To the main train, make that turn and go down that wall that's in the middle of the street.
I like how elevated it is
So as you see, all my lights
because I'm tall.
are working.
I would have to bend down all the time.
I rebuilt those the other
And he's
day.
got storage underneath. That's pretty sweet.
Going outside and the grass ain't growing.
Foam. This he's using foamular, it looks like. Oh, that's so smart. Is that standard? You can use, yeah, look at that. That's definitely foamular that he's probably like able to carve out. Guys, I gotta go. Whoa, whatever time period this is, that's what I want. I want this. All right, guys, it's time to go. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm out.